team that seems like it just keeps rolling and rolling, and you expect to win.
Well, I think there's a good confidence among the group that if we play the way we know we can, that we have a good chance of winning each night. Good feeling in the room in terms of just the overall belief in what we're trying to accomplish.
Some people say, you're doing it, you're just outscoring everybody, but I saw some good defense tonight as well. Do you feel like it's a really good balance, or are you offensive minded all the way?
No, we want to play offense. We want to make sure that we're dialed in and we have enough structure in place to allow the skill to come out. And on the other side of it, defensively, we want to be accountable, and I think that we haven't done a good enough job of that in terms of, if you ask our guys, I think they'll agree that we can get better defensively, and that's something that we really need to do. We gotta keep growing that way.
Third period highlight there with the 2-man down. Address that, and then last question about Gillies. He had a really good night tonight.
Yeah, obviously the penalty kill came up big, and they did last night as well. So it's 2 nights in a row now down the stretch in a game, where last night we killed off 2, and then tonight we were able to kill that 5-on-3 off, and it was a lengthy one. So credit to Joe Sorella and that group for doing a really good job of staying patient, getting in front of shots. I think that's the big thing, is you got to be willing to really eat a puck in that sense, where you got to block a shot. And then you got John Gillies, who is instrumental in that, and I thought that all game long he was very good. He found pucks, he was on top of it. There too much traffic at our net in terms of the amount of pucks that he saw, but he was in there, stood well for us, so it was good.
Thank you.
Especially off a night like tonight, where you get the usual scorers, the Matthew Phillips and Buddy Robinson, but also get contributions in terms of finding the back of the net from Justin Kirkland and Alex Gallant. How much more confident as a coach does that make you in all 4 lines being able to contribute?
Yeah, it's a big boost. Obviously, I feel like we have a pretty good spread of offense up front, but to say someone like Alex Gallant got on the scoreboard, which he has a few times now in 3 games, and it helps. You want guys to be able to contribute at both ends of the ice, and you want to make sure you get balance all the way through your lineup, and that's coming slowly, but I think that Alex does a really good job of being there for his team. So anytime he scores a goal, everybody's really excited for him, because he's what we look towards in terms of being team first. We want our guys to emulate that, and he does a good job of it.
1 save off a career high tonight for John Gillies, just comes 1 short. How would you assess his play between the pipes?
Solid. He kept us in it in the first period. He was very good there. Way too many shots against. Thought we settled down in the second, but then again, John came up really big again in the third, so he was very good. And I think that it's instrumental when you give goals back and forth. It makes it tough games to win, and John did a good job of sort of settling it down and getting us into the third period and being able to make the big saves.
Matthew Phillips, coming back from his NHL recall, hasn't missed a beat, scoring in each game. Have you seen any difference in terms of his game, or is it just steady in production?
Steady production, but his confidence has been building for a couple of weeks now, and I feel like he's moving well with that kind of confidence that makes you a little lighter on your feet, a little quicker with your stick, and obviously he's making plays, he's going to the right areas, but I feel like he's got the confidence to be a little more darty and hang on to the puck and make some things happen. So credit to him, and he worked really hard during that call up, and I think he's sort of reaping the benefits of that surge of confidence and adrenaline that comes off of understanding how close you are to your ultimate dream and goal, and so I expect that to continue on for him.
And Gallant's goal coming in the first 5 minutes of the third period when it was still a close game. Asked you about this before, but just again, the killer instinct, the mark of a really good team that's able to take close games and push them out of reach. How big is that? Yeah,
it's big. I think that it's important when you are able to get into the third with a lead that you don't sit back, and we try to make a point of not talking about sitting back, but you want to play the right way. But then when you get your opportunities, you need to capitalize. And Alex just, very, very nice shot there. Didn't have a great angle, but he placed it really well. And that, opens the game up a little more and puts us in a more comfortable position.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.